Hello, gorgeous soul, sending you so many good vibes. This week is pretty intense. We've got that retrograde Pluto and Jupiter conjunct, which is exactly the energy that pushed us through from January. But basically, there is a big gateway coming this week. On top of that, retrograde Saturn re-enters Capricorn, and we have a full moon eclipse in Capricorn. Let's see what it's going to do for you. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey, glorious Leo. This week, opportunity should come knocking, and you deserve it. You haven't been feeling your frisky self recently, probably. And right now, you're like, yes, I am ready for change. And what's interesting, I've been banging on about the fact that you're going through a phase where one of the most important things to focus on are your health and well-being and your day-to-day habits and how to make them work for you. And, it's challenging. Particularly, we're all going through this big upheaval and revolution and transformation in the world. But this week, you are deeply rewarded for the patterns that you have changed, the work that you've done. There could be some news on work or your career. And there's definitely opportunity when you take responsibility for the small stuff. So all little changes will bring massive dividends. Small changes will change your life in a really intense way. So it's important for you to do that. We're going through such a big shift this week. We've got Pluto and Jupiter coming together, which is, whatever was going on for you in January, you've had that 6-month lesson. There's another big breakthrough in that lesson, and it culminates actually in December. But right now, with that retrograde Pluto and Jupiter conjunction, there is a expansion and there is change. And it's so important that you look after yourself in this process. You don't necessarily, you don't mind change as long as you're in control, You are not called the king, queen, they of the jungle for no reason. You're the lion. A lion doesn't like other people to control them. So it may have been difficult for you if certain things have been taken out of your hands. But the universe and the cosmos is saying to you, if you focus on tiny changes, we're going to repay you with something fabulous. So, there is big opportunities for you this week. Of course, we have the full moon and the lunar eclipse in that same energy as well. Something is revealed to you, possibly around your work, possibly around someone else. Also, the other thing is you're not that you normally do, but you are not going to tolerate criticism this week. If there's been someone in your life that's critical, maybe, get those friends and they're kind of passive aggressive. They don't say anything outright rude, but they're kind of little comments chip away. You will be releasing those people this week. And particularly if it is a lover, you are not going to tolerate that anymore. Leos were born to be adored. They truly, truly were. More than anyone else. Don't tell the other signs I said so. But it's important to your soul and your spirit that you are valued and that people tell you what they feel for you. And you wouldn't ever ask for it necessarily. You're obviously the most proud sign of them all. But there's a part of you, whether you've got Leo rising, I've got that actually, whether you've got moon in Leo, there is a need to be seen and honoured. And, there's nothing worse for you than somebody that chips away at your confidence or who is passive aggressive. It's too draining for you. So you may find that if someone in your life is doing that with this full moon eclipse, it's like, bye-bye, see you later. And it's onwards for you. But I would suggest that you really focus on this because it is your lesson of 2020 and it is one of the most important things. But on the plus side, there will be a positive, fingers crossed, revelation about where things are going for you connected to your career. But there's change also. There's been a lot of change in your life. And there may be, a bit more change. This week, think about you. Think about changing the small stuff. Think about transforming. And most of all, look after yourself. And, anybody else is trying to help you be self-destructive, let them go if you can. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Leo. I'm going to give it a little shuffle. See what's in store for my fabulous, glorious, wondrous Leos. Let's have a look. Okay, Leo kittens, let's see what's coming up for you. Yes, you're going through a transformation. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords depicts someone in a boat with a load of swords in. And they're in the middle of the ocean. They can't necessarily see the dry land. But guess what? The dry land is coming. It's very important when you get through this phase that you've gone through, which may have been grief for your old life, grief at not being able to see the people that you love, all of that jazz. Don't take the swords with you when you land. It's important to let go. You're in the middle of a profound emotional process. And then I pulled the Four of Pentacles. So don't block the flow. Do not block the flow of emotions that are coming up. When you look at the Four of Pentacles, there's somebody holding all the pentacles close to them. And it can actually stop the flow when we hold on too tightly to things. And then you've got the Three of Pentacles. You are then laying foundations for a new life. But the past has been on your mind quite a lot. And you've got to make a decision about what you're going to do with the past. What are you going to do with the past? Past is not here. Past has gone. So how are you going to not let the past stop you from building a beautiful and fulfilling future? You know, fundamentally, I've got the Death card here, which is actually quite relevant to the full moon and the eclipse, because it's about letting go once and for all. It's not about literal death, usually anyway, very rarely. It's about the death of the past. Death is a natural process, you know. It looks like the world dies in winter, but it's just a cycle. When we let go of something for good, then it can be replaced with something fabulous. And what card have I got next, my Leos? I've got the Lovers, a rebirth of passion, of love, of desire, of passion for life. And then the Ten of Cups, happiness, fulfillment. But you have to go through the process of letting go so that you can arrive at your destination. Take care, fabulous Leo. Do come and see me on Instagram. I really mean that. I would love to see you there. And let's chat there. Take care, gorgeous. And I'll speak to you soon. Hi, gorgeous. Before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore. But for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same, because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after, because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood, because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.